My father always told me I'd never amount to anything, and nobody would ever pay me for drawing those silly little pictures. He also said I never had a legitimate job my entire life, because I was always an artist. Well, I foxed him. In what seems like 100 years ago, I started my search for the American dream in New York City on Madison Avenue, which was more than a street, it was a state of mind. I learned my craft from all the great illustrators, designers, and photographers at that time, who made advertising the new art form of the 20th century. Names like Richard Avedon, Irving Penn, Saul Bass, David Stone Martin. They were all my heroes. From being a graphic designer, illustrator, I moved up to producing and directing TV commercials, then to writing and directing feature films in Hollywood. For reasons that still aren't too clear to me, I dropped out and headed west to pursue my original love of painting, especially painting the original American hero, the cowboy. I've always been a wannabe cowboy, ever since I was 4 years old, listening to the Lone Ranger on the radio every Thursday night. The cowboy to me was a metaphor for America, and what it was to be an American. Strength, courage, honesty, bravery. After moving to Wyoming, I became friends with Jim Houston, world champion saddle bronc rider and owner of the Jackson Hole Rodeo, and began to depict the life of the modern-day rodeo cowboy. These tough, hard-boiled old-timers were as fascinated with what I was doing as I was with them. They accepted me because they saw that I was portraying their unique way of life with honesty and sensitivity, qualities they respected. Jim loved the idea that I was portraying the cowboy way of life, especially the rodeo cowboy. So he gave me full range of the entire rodeo. All my childhood fantasies and dreams came to life right in front of me. I was surrounded by horses, cowboys, Stetsons, chaps, boots, guns, lariats, you name it. Every cowboy I had ever listened to on radio, TV, or seen in the movies. At those wonderful serials every Saturday. Roy Rogers, Gene Autry. I was living in that world I had always dreamed about. Living in my own fantasy. I wrote and directed my first feature film for Paramount Pictures, and of course, it was a Western.